Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bazil. Welcome to another First Impressions video. We're going to be taking a look at the game of RiME. This game was developed by Tequila Works and published by Greybox. Greybox, of course, also the publishers of Grey Goo and Dreadnought. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. I am super excited about this First Impressions, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get started. Alright, the following clips contain spoilers for the game RiME. You've been warned. Spoilers! Welcome to the world of RiME. This game is an adventure/puzzle game with beautiful aesthetics, incredible environment, and wonderful music, sound, and just the whole package really just kind of wraps it into a very, very nice box. And when you open it up, you're going to be greeted with this amazing game called RiME. I think what really sells this game, just apart from the mystery and the exploration, is the graphics. And they chose to not do the hyper-realistic BS that a lot of AAA developers, and just a lot of developers in general, seem to have such a weird fetish for, because I think that this game really just stands out apart from a lot of the mystery kind of puzzle adventure games that are out there, mainly due to the beauty of it. The water is fantastic. Just the amount of detail that you can see in the game itself, even though it's not a hyper-realistic game, it conveys a lot of emotion, and it really conveys a lot of just beauty in the simplistic art style that the game presents itself. The game itself is beautiful, but performance-wise, it has a lot of issues. I know that on Xbox and the PlayStation 4, it has a lot of FPS drops, which is really unfortunate. And even on the PC, I had to turn everything down to record the game, and even still, the FPS drops were very, very random at times, and it didn't seem to have a consistent 60 FPS. Even while not recording, the game still suffered from a lot of choppiness. One of the things that for some reason really hit the game hard was the anti-aliasing. Say that 5 times fast. Wow. Yeah, at least for my machine, which normally doesn't happen. Normally the shadows and the bloom are what causes my FPS to just drop like a rock. But those were on and just fine. But if I turned anti-aliasing on anything higher than the triple buffering that it had, the game's FPS would just drop, and I don't know why. So hopefully a performance patch does come out and fix that. And yeah, a little bit disappointing there in the performance-wise, but overall the game still looks very, very beautiful and still runs decently well. Control-wise, this is where I had my biggest problem with the game. I did not like how the controls were laid out or really used at all. This could have just been because I was using keyboard and mouse inputs and maybe it was easier with a controller, but I don't have a controller to test, so I apologize if the game works better with the controller. But a lot of the times the controls were very laggy. They didn't work as intended, or at least as I thought they were supposed to. A lot of the times I would have to press a key more than once for an action to take place, or I would have to wait 1 to 2 seconds for something to actually happen, or an animation to finish, or something other than that. And when you're trying to solve a puzzle, and when there are certain limiters and time factors, that can get frustrating just a little bit. So in terms of the controls, definitely was a little off-put by that, but the game still worked the way it was supposed to, worked very well. Just the controls, to my liking, just were not what I would have liked to seen in a puzzle game. Sound-wise and music-wise and environmental atmosphere-wise, the game is a 10 out of 10 best game of the year. I absolutely loved the details that the developers put into this game. When you first start, you get to walk around on the beach and you can yell and stuff. And what I thought was just what blew me away was you started walking into the cave, and as you were yelling, you got reverb back, or echo. And that, to me, blew my mind. The level of detail and attention to detail, just with that small aspect, just made me go, this game is going to be amazing. So, despite the performance problems and the issues I had with the controls, would I recommend this game? Hell yes, I would. This game is worth every gosh dang penny. The puzzles are challenging, and everything just works together very, very well. There wasn't one point in the game where I'm like, okay, I'm bored, I just want to move on. There's always something to look at, always something to interact with, always something to find, because you really weren't limited in where you can go. And where you were limited, they had put really clever ways of stopping you. Like in the ocean, for example, you can't just keep swimming. There is a herd of jellyfish that just blocks your path. And he's like, no, I don't want to go any farther. That, to me, just really, really hones in the care and time that they put into this game to really make sure that you felt like you were part of the world and part of the environment, and that you were actually playing this character. Overall, I would highly recommend this game. It is just a fantastic experience. Tequila Works, you guys should be gosh damn proud of yourselves for making such a great game, and I would highly recommend picking it up. Please do so. I definitely encourage it. I hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions of the game RiME. You can pick it up on Steam right now for $39.99 or your currency equivalent. Let me know what you guys thought of the first impressions in the comments below. Hit that like button, because thumbs up are better than a thumbs down. And if you really enjoyed the content, make sure to click subscribe, because it arbitrarily inflates my ego, and I would appreciate it. You can also support me through my Patreon page, as well as following me on Twitter and all the other social media BS down in the box below. And as always, guys, have a great afternoon, morning, and or evening, and we'll see you guys next time.